Hello and welcome to Transport Fever with me, Kevin Sawyer. And you join me today on a first look live stream of the game. Some of you may already have seen this game already. Some of you may be already sort of like, "Oh, what's this about?" Bit out of my comfort zone. Well, I say it's not out of my comfort zone. I tend to actually, I actually love these sort of games. I used to play a lot of them when I was younger. Kind of went off of them for a while, went on to simulators and sort of came back. And as some of you guys may remember, I did a one-off special on Train Fever to show you guys a sort of prequel to what this game's all about. So, basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to start up a new sandbox game and show you what that's all about and how to set that all up. So you've got two options. Either you've got tutorials. If you're unfamiliar with the game, please go into that. That's probably going to give you a good idea on sort of like how to set up your train lines, how to place buildings, how to work out your routes and everything. I'll try and do what I can on tonight's live stream. Some of you guys might be thinking, if you see me pop up, oh, hang on a minute, he never live streams on a Thursday. Yeah, there's a reason for that. I'll go into that in a bit. But anyway, they've got the tutorials, like I said, there to teach you how to build the track, place your lines, etc., etc., etc. Then you've got campaign. Now, in campaign, there's two campaigns you can go through. You can go through American campaign and a European campaign. Now, what I may or may not do, depending on how people react or take to this game, I'm hoping you guys will like it as much as I do. What I might do is I'll do sort of one episode where I'm doing a continuing on with my sandbox build. Next episode I'll do maybe a campaign in either Europe or America again. But the long-term plan for the actual sandbox mode, what I'm going to do is I'll throughout the live stream tonight, people that come into the live stream and comment and stuff, I'll put in I'll rename lines in their name if they want to do that. I'll pick one out at random, and you know, what I do is once I do another storyline or do another recording of that, you know, people leave comments and stuff, I'll grab another one at random and then put their name in on the list and stuff like that. That's a long-term plan for the free play. Let's jump straight into the game. So you go for free. This is the sandbox mode in the sense. So you got, as you can see, I've had a little play off screen just to get my bearings, see if it works. Same way as Train Fever does, and it's pretty much the same situation. Now, as you may have seen on the screen, it has the Steam Workshop enabled, so you can use a Steam Workshop to enable mods and stuff of that ilk. And what you'll need to do in order to activate those mods, if you go to Advanced here, and then you'll see all the mods that are currently available. Now, if you guys sort of like think, I like the looks of this game, but I don't like the fact that I'm going to be restricted by monetary costs and stuff like that, there's no actual reason why you can't deselect. There's a mod in here that actually comes with that, which is this. That comes with the game. It's no costs. So if you enable that, basically pretty much everything is free in the game. You can buy what you like when you like, to sort of like set up your own big massive train system straight from the get-go. Yeah, it'll still take some time to do, and as you will see, it will take time to get anywhere with the game. The only sort of mod I will be putting in to the our sandbox mode here will be vehicles don't get old. Now you may be asking why, what's that all about? Vehicles don't, in the game, vehicles have a certain lifespan. Once they get to a certain date of manufacture, once they get past the last date of manufacture, they no longer appear on the options, so you can't select them anymore. So say for instance a steam train, if it's made from 1950 to 1958, it be through the years of manufacture you'll be able to use that train, and if you set your own lines up with that train up first and have your auto replacement set up in that way, you don't need to worry. But if you don't have auto replacement, or you want to bring an old steam train in, once you get to a certain date you can no longer bring in steam trains. Once you get to purely electric or diesel, that's all you get. So for the gameplay aspect, because I like steam trains, I'm going to keep the no death year pretty much, so they don't no longer sort of like grow old and you can't get them anymore. So I'm going to keep that one, but that's the only one I'm going to keep. Hello Charlie, welcome to the stream. I did see you come in, but I wanted to get out what I wanted to say about this mod here. Right, let's jump on in. So you've got two options. You've got Europe and you've got USA in the game states. Now you can set up your vehicles however you want to. You don't have to go through a specific aspect of any of those game aspects. You can choose all. You can choose European only or American only. I'm going to choose all just to mix it up a bit. Terrain, that is a bit limited. You can either have only American or European. As I'm planning the free box mode to be European, I'm going to have it as European. Now you can have, this is town names. This is how you set up your town names. You can have them in American, German, English, Swedish, etc, etc. Obviously, because I'm English, I'm going to leave them as English. So what it should do, the game should interpret any British towns and then put those in the town names on your map. It doesn't always get it right, so do bear that in mind. Now again, trees, same aspect. You can have all you can have in this aspect. You can have all. You can have just European or American. Again, I'm going to say European, just because it's European country, it's going to have European trees. Again, you can mix up the buildings if you wish. You can have American or European. Now it gets a bit of an interesting mix, so I might leave that as all, because in today's world you do have, in British societies, you still have like an American influence building appearing every now and again. It's not common, but you do get it, and vice versa in other towns, countries. You get that aspect as well. For environment, European again, and for scenario, European again. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much for asking, Charlie. You alright? Say welcome in the stream. Make yourself comfy. I'm not ignoring you, honestly. I'm just trying to kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. So let's see what this red book. Yeah, achievement. Right. So basically, see this little red box here. It says achievements can't be unlocked. This may or may not affect us. This mod here. I don't know. You have achievements. If you have mods selected on any laid game, it will deactivate all your achievements. So if you're achievement hunter, you're going to have to unfortunately pay the game legit with no mods in it whatsoever. You're going to have to just grind through the game as normal, like, you know, as a standard vanilla game. So we've saved this. Right, so we select scenario with Europe, or so European scenario, and it should be actually custom. Just double check that hasn't changed anything. Europe, no, that's good. Save. This is where you can say change your aspects of the world. So you can have small, medium or large maps, terrain flat, medium or hilly. So even on flat, it's not as flat as a pancake. You still get some ridges appearing here, there and everywhere. It's easier than medium. Medium, you can have some hills involved. Again, you might want to think about how you want to set it out. With a small map, it's quite easy to set up straight from the get-go. Medium, again, medium, it's going to be medium in size. Take a lot more work to get. Then a large map is absolutely humongously big. As for the terrain type, is flat. There's obviously, like say, flattish. Medium is going to be hills there and everywhere. Hilly is going to be mountainous. You're going to have mountains all over the place. So again, with mountains, it's going to cost you more to build tracks going here, there and everywhere, but we'll go into that when we start the game. Start year. Okay, you don't have to start from the very first year. You can start from pre-selected sort of year so they got here. You can select the year you want to start from here as well. Difficulty, we're going to have it, you can have it on easy, medium or hard. I'm going to leave it on easy, just for now, just to make things a bit easier for the gameplay and everything. Now this here is a seed generation. Now a lot of people know how to actually put in certain codes, so when it comes to seed, it means where the placement is, what is the highest priority of resources, say so coal, oil, farming, etc, etc, etc. So it put more farms on for a certain seed, or it mix and match it. You can randomize it just by hitting it a few times, and that should randomize it a bit for you. Again, you can sort of, like, some people know what these codes actually mean. I wouldn't have the foggiest, so don't look at me. But we'll start the game off. I hope it loads and doesn't crash on me. Now, where this game differs from Train Fever, as you can see, you've got aeroplanes. Now, I haven't played with the aeroplanes as yet. I've played with the boats, but not the aeroplanes. They look pretty cool, so as soon as we get to that year where the aeroplanes are about, I'm going to be mega excited. I personally haven't had mine crash on me, touch wood. But you know, this is the first time I'm actually physically streaming it, and or sort of in an aspect where it's kind of been recorded in an aspect as well. So you know, it might not like the recording process. I'm using XSplit to do it. So as you guys can see, I've got the unique kind of what I saw as a tycoonish looking avatar for this. So it's a bit of a weird one. It's got kind of a flaming head, but I liked his hat, so I went for it. I was like, yeah, I like your hat, mate. It's loading. It's just taking a bit of time to load. It takes a bit of time to first generate the map. I'm sorry if it's gone blank. There we go. I thought it crashed for a second then. Right. Now this is an old trick from Train Fever. Because when you first generate your weld, and or when you first load your game, there was a little trick you could do just to reduce lag. I don't yet know whether they fixed a lot of those bugs in the game as yet. I know they are going to be working on updates here, there and everywhere. But when you first come into Weld, you might find yourself in this sort of situation. If you pan all the way out, and then just scroll around your map, and in order to scroll, you got two options. You can either drag the mouse to the bottom, to the top, to the left and the right of your screen, or you can right click your mouse and drag across the screen. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. So let's see what we've got. We've got quite a few little towns dotted around, and it's mainly hilly in the middle here. You've got a few little hills dotted around here and everywhere. It's not the best map to start on, but it's not a bad one at the same token. Oh, and you're recording it. It crashed on you. Yeah, I'd say touch wood, I haven't had those issues as yet. Right, let's find two towns remotely close-ish to each other. I say close-ish. These two here look okay. These two here don't look too bad either. So looking at this little quadrant here, I might start off in here. But they need to, when you're first starting out, as you can see, you need to have them, unless of course you've got no costs of accumulated, then you need to have them fairly close together. Now also one thing I've just forgotten to mention as well, you should really, if you're starting in sandbox like I am, you need to pause the game. So pause the game, that way you can plan out your route of attack. The 3 million down here, though it's in your account, is not your money. That is a loan of £3 million you've taken out. So straight off the get-go, that's why you want to pause the game and think out your strategy, what you want to do first, like I am now, and figure out where you want to build first. And again, this is not a bad place here. This is quite good down here. It's a little bit hilly, but not massively bad. Now again, it's depending on what you want to go for. Whether you want to go for, if you've got a long-term plan for this, or if you just want to have a quick pick it up and play, what you want to do. So my plan is, I've got a couple of plans going together here. Having website problems. That's fine, mate. That's fine. Yeah, no gun to a head. No gun to anyone's head to say, please. No, feel free to pop and come and go as you please. But let's have a look at this. Compared this one to these ones over here. They're massively hilly, so that's going to rule that out. As you get more money, that won't be such a problem. See, they're quite far away. So I'm going to start in this bottom corner, because that's fairly close to what we want to do. Now, some of you guys may be also, that are popping in either in the archives later on or in the stream, wondering why I'm streaming on a Thursday. I don't normally stream on a Thursday, that's correct. Now, I walked out of work on yesterday. I kind of lost it, and I had enough of being treated like a lemon and everything, and I could go into great details and how I felt at the time, but if I do, I might inadvertently start really going off on one again. And because of that, I've had a meeting with my store manager today. We kind of touched base and had a chat. He's left it with me to sort of mull over what we chatted about over the weekend, and I'm gonna be looking at that and what we've chatted about, and then I'll decide whether I want to go back or not. At the moment, I'm just like more like I want to get out. I want to do something new. At the end of the day, like I've said to you guys from day one, I want to do this full time, if anything, because I enjoy doing this sort of stuff. Again, the streams, that's the reason. Streams have been a bit manic this week because of work commitments and everything else. Over the weekend, last week I had quite a bit on, so I couldn't really get much done. But anyway, let's try and build a station. So first of all, we need to click on rail. Now you've got two types of here. You've got the terminal, which is like, that's when it just ends, the end of the line, so to speak, and then you have the regular station. So what I'm going to do now, it's M and M to rotate, and I think if it's Shift and M to find position. So that's just regular rotation, and if it's going a bit quick for everyone, or anyone's playing, if you press Shift and M and N, it rotates it slowly, easily. It used to have auto snapping on Train Fever. It doesn't seem to do that so much on this. I don't know if I've not just missed it in the settings or whatever. But I'm going to try and, I prefer to to be fair, I don't like it snapping anyway, because it can be more of a hindrance than a help most days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and place it sort of vaguely here. Right, and then we're going to build a road to it. So, no, we don't want large street. Medium street would be fine. And then we're going to try and put one in here. This is going to be tricky because this is all on not exactly flat, so it's going to be quite costly initially. So again, click on the train lines itself, or train station I should say. And as you can see, as you go up and down the terrain, the costs associated with that go up and down. Now it's not too bad here. I can probably live with it being like this. So I'm going to try and see, that's massively expensive, so let's try and aim for about here, and then let's build a road into it. Medium street again. Oh, hello Mark, sorry I missed you coming in stream. Welcome to the stream, and hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Right. So basically, once you're connected, you don't necessarily have to do what I've done here, put it in a loop, but I find if you loop things together, it makes sense in the long run. And there's a method to my madness. I say there is a method to my madness, but I'm just completely mad. What you do, you connect it all up. I find this way is probably the better way. You don't have to go follow my example by all means. Hello Simple, welcome to the stream. There's what I find is if you can loop them, it's the better option in the long run. Like I say, and I'll go into that reason why you should do loop them in just a second. Right, so with train lines, let's concentrate on trying to build the train track in. So select track, because I may inadvertently run out of money here. I hope I don't. I'll try and use this as a site, so I know the station's roughly this way. So if I start pointing it this way, I know it's going to have to go up the hill initially because I've got no option really. And I also find doing it in small segments is probably the better option. Oops. Sometimes there's something I've noticed. It doesn't always snap onto the end of the track. If you click on it, it kind of doesn't actually click on the end of the track. It looks like the end of the track, isn't. I find if you just wave the little cursor over it and then let it snap automatically on the end, you find it a bit easier. But because I'm used to clicking on the end of the track from Train Fever, it's kind of counterintuitive to how I play the game. As I say, this is not the sort of game I normally stream or do on my channel. It's something I'm bringing to the channel, hoping that you guys will take to it and enjoy it as much as I enjoy playing this sort of game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. It's a bit of a bend, unfortunately. I'll try not to bend it as much as I can, but it's probably better if I bring it round that mountain then try and go through it, because tunneling costs are huge. Hello Hannah, welcome to the stream. Please make yourself comfy. Are you guys alright? Is everyone okay? Are you enjoying your day? Yeah, websites. I know you building it from scratch, or you just using a website provider? Oops. Didn't really want it to do that. Right, roughly, hopefully lined up for that station. So hopefully, I say hopefully. Right, so we've spent almost 2 million, or just over a million and a bit to build that track. So what I'm going to do for now, and I mean this is just for now measure, this next step you need to take, if you click on your tracks again, there's your depot you need to place. Again, spin it round until it sort of roughly meets up to where you want it to meet up. Stick it on. It doesn't again, this is a good thing about Train Fever. Once you place this track station or whatever, you can upgrade it. By upgrading it, you can change how many platforms it's got, so you can go wild on that. You can change the length of it as well, so you can go double length. The only thing I will say with changing length, as you can see, and I'll show you now, I've selected from the length I was set at was 140 to 240. As you can see now, it pushes past where the track was. So, and again, it's pushing past the station or the little depot here, but that doesn't matter. Just imagine another track going that way. It'd do exactly the same thing that way. So bear in mind, guys, when you do, if you do decide to have the small stations, if you do want to expand at some point in the future, you're going to have to delete those sections of track and place in new sections to accommodate the new length of the platform, etc., etc. I don't know whether the mechanics have changed that you can do that while the trains are still on the actual track. I haven't played about that much with it yet, but if Train Fever, if you did that while there's a train still on the track anywhere sort of like within the vicinity of the area, it wouldn't let you place anything on it because the train is in the way. Well, there's a train on that track. Oh, websites. Oh dear. Nice. Got recipes on the MSN. That's good. That's good to hear. Hello, Tom. Welcome to the stream. Please make yourself comfy. Right. So the next expensive thing I've got to buy is a train. Now, let's see what we've got. We're going to have both European and American. I'm going to start off with a European if I can. And see, these are made by just locomotives, wagons. Oh yeah, there you go. You can set the type if you want from that point as aspect as well. That's always good. You can filter out what you want. I think this one's American. Looking at it, it's American. So I'm start off with this European one, just to keep things European-ish. So buy one of them, and again, this one I believe is European. Yeah, Spanish. It's close to European you're going to get. That's American, I know. It's definitely American. So we'll start off with them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to try to start off 8. Because, okay, initially it won't get full straight away. It will get full eventually. And this is where the next point I find is the best idea. Again, you don't have to follow my practice. If you're thinking about buying this game, you can play it however which way you like. But I'm going to put our largest station here. Again, going from my experience with Train Fever, this always worked out the best solution. So stick that, if it let me, stick that there. Gonna need to stick a depot in as well. Looks like a train depot. So I'm gonna stick on a bus and then stick on depot. And then rotate. There we go. Cool beans. Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much. Right. So, first things first. This is where I was mentioning the fact you want to make sure you've got some sort of valid loop or something in the streets. So first things I want to do, and this is where passengers, I need to get on those. As you can see, it kind of highlights the towns in influence. That's why they will go white like that. That one station could potentially serve all of that there. But even though I know that, I'm not going to sort of like just rely heavily on one station. This is where having a loop also works with you. I find if you put one on each side, this will work out in your favour. Well, I find it does anyway. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put that a little bit further away. I'm going to put that there, put that there. Put that there, put that there. But anyway, going back to the fact that I'm sort of like, although I'm not actually unemployed, my manager said, look, if you want to come back Tuesday, that's not a problem. I just I want to mull it over and figure out what I want to do next, because problem is a lot of things have been said to me in the past and promises been made and those promises were never met, and that's the problem now. Anyone that makes promises to me, I just don't believe them. And it's a sad state of affairs, but that is the state of affairs. So, right, I've got what I think is going to be good enough for a loop. So, well, I'm going to make a new line. This is actually, first of all, let's make the new train line. So, let's create a new line. Actually, come out of there because I don't want to influence the train straight away. You can do it via two options. You can do it through here, or you can, which is the bottom options here, or you can do it via the dialog box as well, which is good. So we make a new line. I've found that if you do it via the smaller box, it kind of glitches out a bit. You can't do certain things with it, where you can on the main options here. So we'll add this station in, and we'll add this station in. Okay, so that's our first station. This is where we can give it a new name as well. So I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to grab a name out of random. I'm going to say Tom's Line. I always like the name Tom anyway, so Tom's Line. There we go. Oh, it says line, Tom's Line. Nice. Right, try that again. Oops. That would help if I learnt to type. No, what are you doing? Try it again. Shift and T. Third time's a line. Third time's a charm, eh? Right, and then just enter. So that becomes Tom's Line. So now if we click on the old train depot here, we can set him to Tom's Line, and he'll come rolling out once I've unpaused it. Right, okay. What we can do now is we can make yet another new line. You can change the colours of both the lines and the vehicles at whenever you like as well. But just for demonstration purposes for now, I'm going to just leave them as is. So just bung that one on number 1. Then follow it round to where you want it to stop first. Again, straight away, as I've clicked on there, it's going the wrong way. Don't worry. Keep on going round. This is why the circle thing is beneficial. As you'll see, it just helps the system work out what to do next. So add that one on. And again, although I've clicked on this on, it's appearing on here. Again, don't worry. I know what it's going to do before it's going to do it. Or I hope I do anyway. So click on the third station, and as you can see now it's decided, hang on a minute, this is now closer to where I need to go. So it's all in a sense almost automatically working out a route. It doesn't always get it on the first go, but 9 times out of 10 it does work it out quite well. So once you've done that, once you get to the last station, then just make sure your loop's complete, which it is. So I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to grab another random name. Who else we got? I'm going to say Mark's line. Oh, I've done it again. Didn't delete the whole thing. Okay, so that's done. That's Mark's line put in. Now we're going to create another new line. So just click off that so there's no confusion. New line. So now this is where I say having both sets of stations works in really beneficial. Because you kind of double your money in a sense. So again, you can select on this one. It looks a bit funky now, but it should automatically work it out. And then go the opposite way to the way you went before. So select on this one. Again, don't worry, it looks a bit odd, but it will work itself out. Select next one. Select next one. Select next one. Select next one. And Bob's your uncle. It should automatically figure out what it needs to do. It kind of works exactly the same principle on the tram setup as well. Train Fever was different. It would set up the line, and you'd have to build the tram lines to that line. If you didn't, it wouldn't work. In this aspect, it actually works to wherever you place your tram lines, so you don't have to build the tram lines in first. Build out your layout first and then put your tram lines in after, then just click. As long as you click your routes to that, it should be fine. In fact, I'll demonstrate that in this one just to mix it up a bit. So what we want, large bus or tram line. This is going to be difficult because I've kind of made that a bit of a nasty little, it's a bit tight in there. I don't want it overly close to the station because if I need to move the station at any time, I prefer having a bit of extra road, but I've kind of cut myself short there. Painted myself into a corner, so to speak. So let me just grab. It wouldn't matter too much if I didn't have costs associated, but the more stuff I delete, the more costs associate with that. Let's grab bus. We need a tram, don't we? Nope. Depot. And then click on tram depot. Cool. Again, rotate this round as best as we can. Again, some of it's not going to look pretty. You can smooth this out with terrain tool. I forget where that is. There's down here, I think. Yeah, terrain tool. So you can smooth it out with that if you wish to. Again, that costs you money, so I won't be doing that just yet. Right, so if I go back on to bus and that, and then click on the passenger, and then click on that, and we do the same thing again. Again, it gets a bit repetitive, but you'll see why in a minute. I'm going to this extra effort first before I do anything else. Right, again, see if I've got it looping around. What I want to do is hopefully this should, they have to walk a little bit, but that will hopefully sort of like share a majority of those guys sitting around there, and eventually as the towns grow they start building houses around this bit. It's a good thing about this game. And then I'm going to bring it round to here. Again, it's serving quite a vast majority of people. And then last but not least, I'm going to have them, I know it's only spitting distance, actually I'm going to look at that. It should hopefully loop around and understand what I want to do from there. So I've noticed when I played on off screen the other night, it is quite intelligent on how it does it now. So leave it at that. If I need to add in more actual physical stations, I will. So again, let's make up a new line. So we'll start off with this one. And hello Sinky, welcome to the stream. Throw that in. Throw that in. You see, it's automatically worked out what I wanted it to work out, which is actually quite good. So we'll rename this line. I'm going to put in Charlie's line. Dump, and that's that done. And then we need to make yet a new one up. Actually, just select that. Make another new line up. New line, please. Select that one. And again, we need to go the opposite way to where we want to go. Again, you don't necessarily have to have what I'm doing. You don't have to have double amount of stations on each side. I just find that I figured that, you know, it's a bit like real life. If you really want to get on a bus, you'd normally try and get on the same side of the road as your bus stop's gonna be on. You wouldn't want to have to jump across the road to get on a bus at all. So I figured that, you know, it helps the people in a sense. They're walking along, they can just get out, come out the house, walk and jump straight onto the bus, or wait for a bus. That way, that, you know, they're more inclined to use your bus stop. So why aren't you coming back this way then? Here's the question. Oh, he's come back this way. It's been masked. Again, it's kind of not doing what I wanted it to do. It's kind of looped round there a little bit. But with the tram system, it's not biggie. This is where the next key bit comes in. What you need to do is click on your road, and then click on your little spanner down here, and then tramway. And then select. That should upgrade the standard bus to tramway. And as you can see, it comes up little lines for where you want to place it. It's highlighted in red or green. If it's one place there, it'll be red. If it's green, it means it's not being placed there. So I'll stick one there, and then I'll stick one there as well while I'm at it. Bring this round. Just double check. I'd say just keep an eye on what it's doing, because sometimes it just doesn't quite get where you want to go next. So sometimes it just glitches out and doesn't highlight anything, and you miss a little segment. Same with what tracks used to be like. If you missed a little segment, you'd be take you for the next 2 or 3 hours just to figure out what bit you missed. One of those. I think I've done this already. Yeah, I have. So that should hopefully, I say hopefully, that should then correct itself. That route there, the blue line route there, should correct itself, hopefully. We'll rename this. Oh, haven't I selected? Oh, but put Sinky in. That way, Charlie and Sinky can be in direct competition with each other on the game, so to speak. It's like they'll be fighting now. It's like, no, I must make more money. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, it will probably break. It'll probably go, Bush! He's like, I'm testing out a new type of tram. I downloaded it the other day. It's broken, my tram system. Right, okay. Right, so I think that more or less sets everything up. We've got 4 lines. We're in a good-ish position at still having 1 million left. So I'll unpause it now, and then we're... Sorry it's gone. It takes on a little while to set everything up, but this is the grind of the game. Initial grind of the game. So once you get everything set up, it gets a little bit easier. So watch the old train pulling out. You can either have it real time, or you can have it a slower time, or whatever time you want to play. Obviously, in the early days, not a great deal happens. You get a few upgrades. So we just jump back over the train. And we'll go first person. Good thing is, it looks a bit, at this pace, it's like, wow, this is the world's slowest roller coaster you got. Again, you can sort of like increase your pace wherever you want to. So if I sort of like just go like that. make it a bit quicker. See, that's a bit better. Whee! You can do the same with the carts and everything. So hopefully, actually we've got to buy some horse and carts, haven't we? What's one thing we forgot to do? Is buy some of these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix it up again on this. I'm going to buy... How many stations are here? So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 I'm going to start off with 6 of these first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then settle right to... Which line is this? Oh, it's line 1. We haven't named that yet. Got to rename that. I thought I'd never named that. Oh well. And then I'm going to buy 6 of the other type. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then set them all to hopefully the other line. So we've got line 1 there. Did I actually name line 1? I can't remember. No, I named the train line, and then I forgot to do all this, didn't I? So we're actually doing that now. So line 1, we'll rename it. We'll rename it Hannah's line. Right, cool. That's all the lines got a name of some sort. And that's the plan. What I'll do, if I do more streams, I'll name the lines each time we're on the stream, or again grab a name at random and throw it on there. And again, as people comment on videos or whatever, I'll grab random names out of them and throw them onto line names. I'm hoping that everything's should be working as it should be. Yeah, looks alright to me. This is where again you can repaint your vehicles to the same colour if you wish. So if I go click off this quickly. If I go back over to the train, so let's go back onto Tom's line. And I will increase that at some point for 2 trains, but just again because of the costs and everything. This could potentially bankrupt us, because this could cost quite a lot just going back and forth. That's the unfortunate side of this. But you can colour the vehicles by, if you select the line type, again it's up Tom's line, and then go to vehicles and then select colour, and then we've got it as yellow, so stick. There we go. And that should repaint the train, hopefully. There we go. Right, click on him. Follow the train! Got no passengers as yet, but that won't take long. As the passengers realise there's a train going back and forth from this town to this town, they'll want to get on, because it's obviously a lot quicker from getting on a horse and cart or whatever to the train station than use the train from here than walking from one to the other. Eventually, as they get cars, unfortunately, they'll start using the cars go back and forth from here. Anyway, that starts that off. We've got it. It's on kind of a fast forward anyway, so that should start. Let's just increase a bit faster. Again, it's a good thing about this game. You can just go from one speed to the other and start do what you need to do. Hello, Baker Street. You're alright. Welcome to the stream. It's over an hour now. I've been streaming for an hour for. Don't know how long I'm going to keep them going for. Just let you go, nice. Let you guys know. But we're getting people now waiting at the old stops here. I swear for how funky it gets. You know, see them inside the. Actually on the carts, looking, having a chat and that. And if you pause it and you. Let's see if this one's got any passengers in it first. Yeah, it's got some in it. So I'll quickly pause it. It's hard to make them out in this one, but you can just about make out someone sitting in that carriage. Again, it's very difficult to actually see him sitting in it because it's all glassed off and everything, but you can actually see people here. Good thing is the little driver. Never got that on Train Fever. Let's go back to what we're doing. Again, so hopefully just by the buses will sort of like supplement the costs of your train going from station. Hopefully your train from station to station. And as a station, again, the more people you can get to use your train, the better for yourself. Because if you get more people on this train straight from the get-go, you've got 7 at the moment, so it's probably going to start off for the first few years. It's going to be making a loss. I know it will be making a loss. As long as you've got some sort of people will still use this to move around the town. Believe it or not, they might want to go and see, you know, this guy, you know, someone down here might want to decide they want to go and see someone up here. The good thing about this as well. Again, because I'll be honest, I haven't seen much of many Charlie streams on this. I don't know if he's covered it in his, but you can click on the guys themselves, and it comes up with their stats and information. So he's going to a shop, and he's using Tom's line to get there. Now you can click on the actual details, and then it shows what town they live in and where they work. And where they shop, so which is, you know, a good thing. And if you want to sort of like know your stats for your town, this is where it gets a bit tricky, and it always used to be for Train Food as well. It's clicking on the name. Sometimes you can't immediately click on it, but as you can see, this is sort of like the balance of what the town's getting, which is pretty much naff all at the moment. There's nothing coming in. It says poor. It's 15% on population. Looks like that could be line usage. Is again, it's no, it's poor at the moment. It will get better as people turn to rely on it. The cargo supply is poor. So is the, you know, goods supply is poor. So that's the next thing. Is as soon as you can start building up your towns and your cities, the better. Because the more people want to use your trains and goods and that, the more better for you, and it's more profitable for you as well. So what have we got over here? See, that produces lumber bucks of it. So yeah, planks, that produces lumber. We now need to find out where the most convenient place is. This looks like that's... Yeah, that's some sort of ore. Yeah, that's stone. What's over here? Right, that looks like a tools place. Construction materials plant, yeah. So it needs stone and it needs slag. Again, is a material and it produces construction materials. There's nothing else remotely close to here. Let's see how far. See, that's quite far. What does this produce? Looks like stone again. Yeah, stone again. Bye, Sinky. Take care, mate. Have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by. Was it? Is it? No, sorry. Simple was leaving. Sorry, Simple. You take care. Have a good time. I just saw the buys and assumed the worst. Right. Assumption is the better of the rule, or something like that. If you assume you're the fool, or something like that. So that's iron ore. That's lumber. Or timber. Or wood. So that'll produce planks. But then, can you use planks? Do these guys use planks for anything? They need tools. They need food. They need goods. Need construction materials. Machines. And fuel. So they don't really need planks for anything. So planks is for something else entirely. How are we doing so far on our train lines? You'll get more people coming in. I might invest in an extra set of vehicles, perhaps. We're getting people coming along though, that's the main thing. Some of them are turning up empty. You can't have it always. It does pick up over time, as I say, get more people wanting to go. Let's actually look at line statistics and see if we can improve on it. Yeah, so the problem is taking 15 minutes for the train to get from back to forth. The longer it takes, the harder it is. But because I can't actually invest in another track because we don't have the money, what I could do, yeah, even the train's going to cost a fortune, I could take out more of a loan. So loans 3 million. I think if memory serves me right, I think you can have 4 million on here total loan. I can't remember what it was. I wonder if by increasing the amount of... How much is a train gonna cost? Probably too much, Kevin. Well, that's... Yeah, it's 123k. And then 96k each. I have got an option. It's not the most brilliantest of options available to me, but it's the only option I may have at the moment, is by just putting a small bit of line just along here somewhere. Bye Mark, take care, have a good day, thanks for stopping by. Take care, Baker Street. Have a good day, thank you for stopping by. I know it's not exactly earth-shatteringly entertaining, this game, but it does start off like this initially. This is the grind of the game if you're playing the sandbox mode. What I might do is roughly sort of in the middle here and put in a bit of extra track if I can afford it. Let's pause the game here so we don't get any more costs associated. And can we take out how much more can we take out? So that's now 4 million. Just to see how far we can borrow quite a lot. But I'm not going to be greedy. Because the more money you borrow, the more it costs you in interest to repay. So what I'll do is I'll build a track along here. It won't be along the whole surface because that just costs a fortune. But that's a good thing. Once you place one track down, it gets a bit cheaper placing the secondary track down. Right, how are we doing on that? That doesn't look too bad. Right. Place that in. I'll leave it at that because I don't want to go mad and have too much going on. Not straight away. Rail. Oh, no. We need tracks and we need signals. So stick a signal in there. And come back up this way. And we can place the other track along here. Like that. And then place one like that. And then hopefully, I say hopefully, I can buy another train and we can increase that time frame a bit. So it was 6 carts on it on that train on Tom's line. Just have a quick look. 8. So 8 on that. So we buy, and this is where it's again vital, because I found this out the other night. If you mix up the trains, it can get a bit messy really quickly. So it's best to stick with the same kind of train on each line, unless again you're just playing for fun, then that doesn't really matter. But if you're playing to try and legitly, like I am at the moment, you want to try and keep them sort of roughly the same speed if you can. So one of those, and it was 8 of these, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When we set line, Tom's line. And that should increase the time. Let's add one more to each one of these. So add one of them, and let's check the it's Mark's line. It's got the other ones on it, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to buy another one, make it 8, because the more people we can get in there, the better. Set all to Mark's line, and then I'll buy another 2 of these. 1, 2, and then set that to Hannah's line. In fact, we haven't checked out the other 2 yet, have we? Charlie's and Sinky's line. They're going to be. They should now roll out, put play back in. Actually, I'm going to put it into ×2 just for now. I might increase the time frame a bit faster still if needs be. Again, the vehicles. That's the problem. When you add a new vehicle to the line, it forgets what colour everything is, and it just resets everything to normal. So again, we'll just click on that, click on vehicles, and then reset colour. There you go, colour coordinated. I'll do that with these 2 over here. So I bet he's already kind of that colour anyway. Then make it definite, so to speak. So vehicles, the auto replacement. This is where the auto replacement comes in, gets involved as well. Mark's line, vehicles. It's a bit low. So we've got full colour palette. It's kind of green kind of colour. It's either light green or dark green. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Right. That should hopefully bring the speed up of Tom's line. So now it's gone down to 8 minutes. Now, why is that crucial? Because I noticed in Train Fever, anything over 10 minutes, people don't. You'll get handfuls of people using it, but it's not vital. Anything under 10 minutes, a lot more people tend to be willing to use it, and that's what I've realised with Train Fever and potentially this game. So it's probably going to be the same premise. Anything under 10 minutes, a lot more people are willing to use it straight away. We'll come over here, make sure this is all. Have we actually got any trams on here? Ah, that's where a problem is. That'd be me. I forgot to do all this in the excitement. Forgot to put trams on this track. So we need to put that in, because otherwise the trams can't make it to the station. So let us buy some trams. If I can deselect that. Select that. So we've got 2 types of trams. It doesn't really matter. They're both the same speed and type. How many stations have we got over here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go a bit nuts and go buy 6 of each one, just to, because again they can't carry many people, so we go for that plan, and then set all these to Sinky's line. That's probably why not many people are getting on this end. That should help. That's my bad, peeps. Sorry about that. Right, buy 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And set them all to Charlie's line. And that should, by rights then, hopefully start working itself out. And we'll get more people coming and going, rather than just getting on it then losing money on the way back. Those trains are going good. And reduce that loan down a bit again. Repay just under that much, there we go. Again, the bigger the loan, the more money you end up owing back. What we need to really think about next is getting some goods to one of these towns, at least, because you make a great deal of money from goods, if you can. See, again, that's going to be stone. There should be something. This is the problem of random generating. You don't know where the next tool maker is, and it might not even be remotely close to where you want it. What I might have to do is just find another town and start just building that up, supplying that anyway. Get some money to some sort of like freight. So let's find the town with the closest, easiest freight dealings. Hello, Farmer Jeff. Welcome to the stream. So what is this? This looks like a coal mine. Yeah, it's a coal mine. So what else is close to this? This oil. What else is close? No, that's a food processing plant. Now all I know, the farms can supply them. So this needs both oil and fuel. So I guess you'd have to refine the crude oil. No, it produces both oil and fuel. Cool. That's quite some distance, isn't it? From there to there. But that produces crude oil. And right, so that might be the next plan. What we can do is we can build. Let's have a quick scout around, see if there's anything a bit closer, more likely to build us up money faster. So that looks like that produces food. Let's go and click off that quickly. Okay, mate, no worries. Hot chocolate time. Wouldn't make me a coffee, right? Right. So we need a farm. This is where Farming Simulator would help quite a lot. Yeah, just buy his patch of land and get some John Deere tractors or some Masseys, and we'll get your trains running. Welcome back, Charlie. Welcome back, stream. So that's food again. I think that crude oil is the only way to go so far. Everything else involves quite a lot of work. At least then I can get double profit from that in a sense. Everything else looks like it's more or less remotely... It's going to be a train jobby. Oh, there's a farm there. Where did I see that food production place? Or was I imagining it? That's the crude oil place. Chemical plant. Quarry. Another chemical plant. That's some sort of goods factory. That's the food processing plant. So that's there. The farm is all the way over here, isn't it? No, that's another food processing place. Where's that farm gone? There it is. Aha. Right, cool. We can supply this one down here then. Right, that's the next plan of action. We can build 2 depots. No, I need that one, don't I? And I need goods and services. Don't really... Truck station, large truck station. Start small, and if I do need to upgrade, I can always upgrade them. I hope, anyway. Spin it around. That'd be fine there. And then that farm is back down here, isn't it? That's quite a long hike, though. That's a massively long hike. But it's probably good for us. Back on that. Build another one right across the road from it. I find it's best practice anyway. Put it as close as you can to that area. There we go. Doesn't do so much on levelling then. That's in there. Right. And then we need to build a depot of some sort. Depot. Throw a note. That's a train depot, Kev. Try again. That's the truck depot. Right. What next? We need to create a new line, don't we? So new line. Just take that off a sec. We select it from here to here. Now it's massive distance between the two, so I think we need quite a few vehicles on this. We're by They're both the same speed, I think. 9 miles per hour, 9 miles per hour. Ouch, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Horse wagon, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll start off with 6. I might need more than that. I think I'm going to need more than that, but we'll set it to this new line. We'll name that line in a bit. It should be off. And then I'm going to need to build, yeah, and see this is more or less on top of here, so this bit's where the bit's going to be hopefully most cost effective. Welcome back, Sinky. Welcome back to stream. I need to build in another depot, don't I? Depot, that's what I need. Right, zoom out a bit because can't see what's going on. Spin it round so it's relatively flat. It doesn't cost a fortune. That'll serve some of that town. Not all of it, but a great majority of that town. Right, and then I need to make a new line up again. From here to here. And then I'm going to have to build in another depot. It's probably because actually no, I can send them off from that other depot. How much do depots actually cost? Yeah, they're not cheap. I'd rather not massively expensive, but I'd rather save the money if I can and just send them from that other depot. I might put another depot in there at some point when we get a bit more cash strapped. But it's going to take them that long to sort of like build up some sort of like aspect of goods flow anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll start off with 4 from them and then set them all to line 2 as it's temporarily called. And then that should give us some extra sort of income for now, I hope. Let's check our on the other side of the map here, see how this is getting on. So we've got 14 people waiting, so that's good. We're getting more people waiting now. We should be getting some more people. Yes, look, we're getting quite a few people on this side now. Nice one. So we've got 46 people waiting on this end. So that's going to start really producing us a lot of money now. Or a fair amount of money anyway. How many is this train got? It's got 29. Then you can pan around. You can't pan around. It's amazing me. This is a bit amazing me the most about this. Look how quick it comes into the station. It's like, we're not gonna stop. We do. Another thing I like about this, again, like I say, if we try and pause it, is when you actually look in the carriages, you can actually, I'll pause it here. In fact, you can actually see them trying to get into the carriage as well. There we go. That's a better way of seeing them, but you can actually see them more or less in the carriages. You can just about clock them outside the carriage, because those windows are quite small. It's almost like looking for a keyhole. But I find just glitching yourself in there, you can see the carriage for its entirety. One thing I didn't I was kind of disappointed with the hall. There's no ticket office. No ticket office or nothing. No bloke sitting there going, tickets please. But, you know, you can't have everything. Mince pie and cream. Is that what we've been eating? Nice. I'm getting a bit peckish actually. Made me hungry now. Like food, glorious food. Right, we'll name those lines. So who do we still have in the stream? We've named Online Sinky and Charlie. We have Farmer Jeff. I think Hannah's may still be, yeah, maybe not. Say hi if say I'm still watching if you're still watching. How will I know whose name to use next? If not, I'm just going to grab another one at random. I'll make up another random name. Excuse me. The old headphones are making my nose run again. Or it's my sinus. It's this time of year my sinus go on. Yeah, could use simple. She wasn't earlier. Got two names up for grabs, temperature. I'll tell you what. Because it is food, I'll name it food. Actually, kills two birds with one stone then, doesn't it, in a sense? So that was the red line, that's line 2. Because part of the name is food, so simple food, what food it would be. And then I know what it is as well. It's food. Food, glorious food. Copyright strike. So badly sung, can't get striked. Right. And as Jeff made a appearance, I guess. Actually, yeah, I'll call it Jeff. There we go. Then everyone's happy in a sense. Cool. Right. Let's see how... Let's in fact increase the time frame again. Hopefully the money should start rolling in eventually. Really want to build one of these towns up though. There's nothing here remotely that's usable. Nothing really needs planks. So I'm just reminding myself what this needs. Stone. Slag. So who here has slag? Who lives in a house like this? We look through the keyhole. Right. Copyright strike.
Oh wow, nice. That's nice to know, mate. Get pushing the old channel out there, aren't you? At the end of the day, I know one of my ones has done more. It's more. It's done better than I thought it'd ever do. That the gold nugget one. That's like going up. I was like, I expected a handful of views on that, but. Okay. I think what I'll do, I'll leave it at that for the first stream, guys. As you know, not many people watching anyway. And but we've done more or less 2 hours of it anyway. But I'll leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it both in the stream and in the archives later on. As I said, this is first look at the game. I'm probably going to play it anyway, but we've got a new train. Nice. But you know, again, guys, your opinion matters. I want you guys to like it and enjoy it. If you guys like it and enjoy it and want to see more of it, then please, guys, both like it and leave comments down below saying, yeah, we want more and stuff like that. That will give me a guide on whether you guys want to see more of it. And like I say, it won't affect anything else, because I'm using this to replace Car Mechanic Simulator. So I'll still be playing, Farm Simulator 17, a bit of 15, American Truck Simulator, and everything else that I'm covering at the moment. But like I said, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, big like. And if you want to see, if you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching it, again, guys, it helps me out a lot. Please don't forget to share. And if you're new to my channel, see future episodes of this and anything else I'm working on, please don't forget to subscribe. But I'll say goodbye to everyone in the stream. Have a good evening. Again, thank you guys for stopping by and saying hello. And take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.